Once upon a time, in a bustling town nestled between rolling hills, lived two best friends, Maya and Leo. Maya, with her bouncy brown curls and infectious giggle, had a talent for storytelling. Leo, quieter and thoughtful, loved tinkering with gadgets and fixing broken toys. They were always up for an adventure, exploring the nearby forest or inventing games in their secret clubhouse. One sunny afternoon, as they swung high on the old oak tree in their backyard, Leo stumbled upon a curious object, a small, smooth stone that shimmered with an otherworldly glow. Intrigued, they took it inside, eager to unravel its secrets. But that night, a strange thing happened. Leo woke up feeling hot and feverish, his head throbbing like a drum solo. Maya, worried sick, insisted they go to the town doctor, a kind old lady named Dr. Willow. In the waiting room, Leo hesitated. The stone felt warm in his pocket, a tempting secret to keep. "Maybe it's just a cold," he mumbled to Maya. "But you feel terrible, Leo," she countered, her voice firm. "Dr. Willow can help." Taking a deep breath, Leo confessed about the stone, the fear of getting in trouble battling with the concern for his health. Dr. Willow, however, smiled warmly. "Honesty is the best medicine, even when it's about secret stones," she chuckled, examining the stone with keen eyes. As it turned out, the stone wasn't just magical, it was also harboring a tiny, mischievous creature called a fizzlebbit. Fizzlebbits loved causing trouble, especially when people weren't honest. The stone's glow had weakened Leo because of his deception. To cure him, Dr. Willow explained, they needed to return the stone to its rightful place, a hidden meadow in the forest known as the Whispering Glade. But there was a catch, only someone who spoke truthfully could find it. The journey to the Whispering Glade was fraught with challenges. Fizzlebbit, perched on Leo's shoulder, kept whispering tempting lies, urging them to take quicker, dishonest shortcuts. Maya, determined to help her friend, countered each fib with the truth, even when it meant longer paths or difficult choices. Finally, after navigating a maze of riddles and overcoming Fizzlebbit's mischief, they reached the Whispering Glade. The air shimmered with the golden light, and the sound of leaves rustling seemed to whisper directions. Guided by their honesty, they found a hidden hollow and returned the stone, much to Fizzlebbit's grumbling displeasure. Leo, instantly cured, felt a wave of relief wash over him. He realized the warmth he'd felt from the stone wasn't its magic, but the comfort of truth. Fizzlebbit, deprived of its fuel of deception, turned a bright shade of pink and promised to behave, at least most of the time. Back in town, they became known as the Truth Detectives, helping others understand the power of honesty. They even convinced the mischievous baker to start using real honey instead of his secret flavor enhancer, cough syrup, making the entire town's cookies taste divine. Maya and Leo's adventure taught them that honesty wasn't just about avoiding trouble, it was about building trust, protecting each other, and living with a clear conscience. And sometimes, the truth even led to the sweetest rewards, just like that delicious batch of honey-filled cookies.
In the quaint village of Oakhaven, nestled between rolling hills and whispering meadows, lived a young girl named Alara. With her vibrant spirit and boundless curiosity, she was always eager for adventure, especially when it involved exploring the ancient ruins that dotted the outskirts of the village. One afternoon, while clambering over moss-covered stones, Alara stumbled upon a hidden doorway, half buried beneath a crumbling archway. Drawn by an invisible force, she squeezed through the narrow opening, emerging into a forgotten garden. It was a place of wonder, where gnarled trees cast dappled sunlight on vibrant flowers, and a gentle breeze carried the scent of centuries-old secrets. Suddenly, a voice startled her. A curious one, aren't you? It came from a wizened old woman, her face etched with time like a weathered map. She sat beneath a sprawling oak, her eyes sparkling with ancient wisdom. Alara, initially cautious, was soon enraptured by the woman's stories. She spoke of times long past, of valiant knights and mischievous fairies, of battles fought and lessons learned. Alara spent hours at the old woman's side, soaking up her words like a thirsty sponge. One day, the woman, who introduced herself as Alara, confided a worry. The magic wellspring that sustained the garden was ailing, its once vibrant energy fading. Without it, the garden would wither and disappear, taking its hidden wonders with it. Only a pure heart can heal the wellspring, Ilara the elder explained, her voice raspy with concern. But who among the villagers remembers its importance? They treat the ruins as relics of the past, not sources of wisdom. Ilara felt a surge of purpose. She wouldn't let this magical place vanish. Remembering the stories she had heard, she realized the villagers had forgotten the value of the past, of respecting the wisdom carried by their elders. Returning to the village, Ilara approached the children, normally consumed by their games. She told them tales of brave knights and mischievous fairies, weaving lessons of courage, humility, and respect for those who came before them. Soon, the children were enthralled. They gathered around Ilara, eager for more stories. Slowly, the forgotten history of their village came alive, and an appreciation for their elders bloomed within them. One evening, Ilara organized a village gathering at the ruins. Elders, who often felt ignored and lonely, shared their stories under the starry sky. Children listened attentively, their eyes wide with wonder and respect. As the night deepened, Ilara led them to the hidden garden. To their astonishment, the magic wellspring shimmered with renewed vibrancy, reflecting the newfound respect for the past. Laughter and gratitude filled the air, weaving a tapestry of unity between generations. From that day on, the villagers treated their elders with reverence. They learned old crafts, listened to their stories, and celebrated their wisdom. The ruins were no longer forgotten but cherished as reminders of their heritage. Ilara, the young girl who had stumbled upon the hidden garden, had not only saved a magical place, but also rekindled the respect for the old within her village. She learned that wisdom wasn't confined to age, but to the willingness to listen and learn from those who walked the path before us. And in doing so, she discovered that respecting the old held the key to a richer, more connected future.
In the bustling town of Bubbling Brook, lived two best friends, Lily and Max. Lily, with her sunshine smile and bright braids, loved skipping rope and building sand castles. Max, with his mischievous grin and boundless energy, preferred racing his toy car and climbing trees. Both were known for their adventurous spirit, often leaving a trail of giggles and maybe a sprinkle of chaos in their wake. One particularly sunny afternoon, while building a magnificent mud castle later deemed unfit for habitation by the resident worms, Lily noticed a strange itch behind her ear. Ignoring it at first, she continued creating magnificent moats and drawbridges. But soon, the itch grew into a full-blown symphony of scratchathons, leaving her red and grumpy. Max, witnessing her distress, suggested a mud poultice, not his best idea, as Lily discovered with a shriek. Seeing her discomfort, their wise neighbor, Mrs. Fuzzy Paws, intervened. With a gentle smile and a knowing twinkle in her eye, she led them to her cozy cottage. Inside, bathed in the warm glow of sunlight filtering through lace curtains, Mrs. Fuzzy Paws explained the wonders of hygiene. She unveiled a collection of colorful sponges, fluffy towels, and fragrant soaps, each with a purpose unknown to the mud-loving duo. Using a captivating narrative, she spun a tale of tiny, invisible creatures called germ goblins. These mischievous rascals, she explained, loved dark, dirty places and thrived on unwashed hands and unbrushed teeth. They caused itchy ears, grumbling tummies, and grumpy moods. A light bulb flickered on above Lily's head. Intrigued and slightly terrified, Lily and Max eagerly volunteered to be her hygiene heroes. Under her patient guidance, they learned the art of hand-washing, transforming the mundane task into a bubbly adventure with soapy suds and imaginary germ goblin battles. Toothbrushing became a dragon-slaying quest, their smiles gleaming like polished shields. Their newfound knowledge soon transformed their lives. Gone were the mud-caked faces and itchy ears. They discovered the joys of clean clothes, feeling fresh and energized. Sharing their newfound wisdom with their friends, they formed the Germ Goblin Busters, spreading the message of hygiene through catchy rhymes and imaginative games. Their efforts didn't go unnoticed. The town doctor, Dr. Giggles, saw a dramatic decrease in sniffles and sneezes. The baker's bread tasted even more delicious. He finally used proper hand-washing techniques. Even the grumpy Mr. Grumpington, known for his aversion to baths, started smelling vaguely of lavender, a small miracle. As Bubbling Brook became a haven of cleanliness and cheer, Lily and Max realized that hygiene wasn't just about being clean. It was about feeling good, protecting themselves and others, and spreading a sense of well-being in their community. They learned that even the smallest actions, like washing their hands, could have a big impact. One day, a stranger arrived in Bubbling Brook, his face obscured by a thick cloud of dust. He coughed and sneezed, spreading germ goblins like confetti. Fear threatened to grip the town, but Lily and Max stepped forward. With their knowledge and friendly encouragement, they helped the stranger understand the importance of hygiene. As he washed his hands and took a long, refreshing bath, the germ goblins retreated, and a smile appeared on his face. He, too, joined the germ goblin busters, sharing his story and spreading the message of hygiene further. Lily and Max, once just messy adventurers, became champions of cleanliness. They learned that by taking care of themselves, they were taking care of their community, creating a healthier and happier Bubbling Brook, one germ-free adventure at a time.